ECOWAS was established on the 28th of May 1975 to promote cooperation and development in all spheres of economic activity. This is achieved through the removal of trade barriers, obstacles to the free movement of persons, goods and services, and the harmonising of regional sector policies. The political risk profile of ECOWAS region has seriously deteriorated over the last 2 decades. The region remains largely exposed to political governance and election-related unrest, youth unemployment, civil disturbances, and terrorism. These risks prevent the region from attracting the foreign direct investment and intra-ECOWAS cross-border investment needed to support its socio-economic development objectives. This situation led ECOWAS to study the feasibility of setting up an investment guarantee and reinsurance agency to bolster investment capital and offer a window for reinsurance to the insurance industry in ECOWAS. For this purpose, a workshop was held on the 22nd and 23rd of May 2012 in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. The forum included the participation of key players from major organisations within the African insurance industry. Among these were ATI, MIGA, WICA and Africa Re. The discussions focused on the challenges and difficulties of opening this new agency, and whether it was better to open a totally new agency or create a partnership with the existing ones, such as MIGA or ATI. ATI management has expressed a strong interest in such a partnership. In fact, ATI has already embarked on a campaign to have selected ECOWAS member countries as shareholders of the agency.
ATI was established by African member states with the World Bank technical and financial support to feed a market failure. The World Bank provided financial and technical support to allow African member states to fund their membership contributions under the Regional Trade Facilitation Project.
ATI started as a concept at the bank together with partnership of African members. Okay, but the bank funded that initial idea in '97.
The recommendation as I see it is for us to have one big Pan-African body. Now, isn't it better for us to have COMESA investment guarantee, ECOWAS investment guarantee, SADC investment, regional-based stuff, rather than concentrating everything in one institution?
No single country can cover its own political risk, because any entity within any country is subject to political risk. So you need a supranational entity which has the strong governance, which has diplomatic privilege and immunities, and which has the capacity, the ability to provide a strong security to an international investor.
Mr. Omar Sek provided a presentation on the feasibility study of the agency, in which he talked about the services it will provide, location, and the key areas the agency will need to focus on. This also included the capital needed in setting up the agency, both as an independent organisation or in partnership with other agencies already operating in the region.
There is one key barrier, is your credibility. Your credibility meaning your rating. If you are not well rated, you cannot enter this market. It's a closed market because it's based on trust.
So we have a problem here now. We need this agency. Is it possible also that we can think about placing a certain fund with guidelines with one group to manage in a way that it can address the problem that we have?
The feasibility study has shown that the option of creating a new institution should not be considered, but rather the initiation of a financial and technical support program for the existing regional institutions.
Then, very briefly, I will highlight some main ideas which can be taken as a conclusion. It's quite clear that nobody wants to, let's say, create a new animal. There was a fear when we talked about creating a new agency, that was the words which were used. well, it's quite clear that nobody at this point wants that, and there's a strong preference to using existing organization, existing entities.
There's always a source of an idea, and the source of this idea is WICA. And I think we need to recognize that. For us as the ECOWAS Commission, we like to pick the ideas from the practitioners and raise the idea to the multilateral platform, nurture it to a stage where it is ready to take off, and hand it over to where it rightly belongs, which is the private sector. That's the only vehicle for sustainability.
A draft feasibility study on the establishment of an ECOWAS investment guarantee or reinsurance agency was completed roughly 3 months after the start of the assignment. This report has been prepared by Mr. Omar Sek and Mr. Bernard Spinwad and mandated by HCL Consultants under a project supported by the ACP Business Climate Facility, which is a joint initiative of the European Commission and the ACP Group of States. As a conclusion, the final report states that there is significant demand for a new political risk agency for the region to promote investment into large and complex projects in sectors that have high development impact. This demand can either be met by providing these services through a new standalone agency set up by ECOWAS, or by investing in ATI and thus allowing an expansion of that agency's branch network. The idea of setting up such an agency is supported by the members of ECOWAS with the potential support of MIGA and ATI. Regarding the insurance and reinsurance services in general, the consensus among existing insurers in the region was that there were sufficient agencies in the region to provide the services required. However, a support program was required to cover the reinsurance sector's financial and technical capacity. The ECOWAS overall support program to the regional reinsurance and insurance sector involves a total equity capital injection of $117.5 million and $1.88 million of grant and technical assistance.
We needed to just ask and answer one question and confirm our already existing belief that having this agency will be useful.